Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Had a great day yesterday. Today we're going to end up seeing limits. Kind of what you saw yesterday in the Desmos activity using graphs. So I always end up looking in terms of a graph. Remember, we read it from left to right. And so just like your tables, when it's approaching to the left side, we're talking about the negative. And when it's approaching to the right, we're talking about the positive. So we have a graph here. Okay. And if I look at my graph, if I look at it in terms of, hey, you know what, coming from the left, following this, right? I'm approaching my value, whatever A is, from the negative side. So what is that limit approaching? That limit is approaching 3 8/10. If I'm coming from the right and approaching the value of A from the positive side, that limit is approaching 1 3/10. So they're both different values, but they're approaching those values. Does the limit at A exist? The limit at A does not exist. Why not? Because these two numbers, 3 8/10 and 1 3/10, are different. So the limit at A does not exist. If they would be approaching the same number, then it would. Okay, we're going to look at some problems in your homework together so we can understand this. Okay, I have my graph here. When I have a circle filled in, that means it equals that value. Okay, when it's open, it is not equal to that value. Okay, so if you look at my first one, okay, we're looking at -3. Okay, so -3 is right here. I'm looking at that value, -3. Okay, in terms of my x, I'm looking at -3 in terms of my x as it approaching from the negative side. What is the y value it is approaching? As it is approaching -3 from the negative side, it is approaching my y value of 1. So that's my limit. Now, coming from the positive side, -3, remember we focused on x, -3. What value is it approaching? It's approaching 1 as well. So the limit there is 1. F of -3 is asking, what is it actually at that value? And if you notice, the circle is filled in, so it actually is 1. Okay, let's try another one together. As it is approaching -1. Okay, so now we have -1. So looking at it, here it is, it's approaching -1, right? What value is that approaching? -2. So for that one, we're going to put -2. From the right side, coming over here this way, what y value is it approaching? It's approaching -3. These two values, from -1 on the negative to -1 on the positive, they're different. Therefore, the limit at -1 does not exist. Okay, Danny means it does not exist. Now, at -1, what is the value? What it is? So we're looking for the circle that is filled in, and that is filled in at -3. Okay, so I'm going to leave you to do the other two for homework. Okay, in the second page, you're just going to answer true or false questions based on your graph. Okay, so say, for example, for the first one, part A, as it is approaching -4 from the negative side and -4 from the positive side, are they equal? Are those two equal? Are those two limits equal? No. So we'd answer false. Okay? If you have any further questions, please feel free to email me. Take care.